Hey everybody, Nick Harris here from Light Efficient Design. Today we're looking at the Remfoss product line and our new LBI 65, a linear linkable lighting product. So you're able to order this in a few different sizes, 3 foot, 2 foot, 4 foot. So this is the 2 foot item right here, and we've got our 4 foot bar here as well. When you actually ship this product, when we ship it to you, it comes with 2 white brackets that you're actually able to mount to the wall, and then also a couple of screws, stainless steel screws to make sure they don't corrode. And then it also comes with a end cap that seals the end. It's actually installed in the product when it ships. We have a moisture valve on there so it keeps the moisture out, not in, and you use 2 Phillips screwdrivers to remove it. And as soon as you remove that, you take the linking connector and you actually connect it right to the end, and then you can link multiple products. So the really cool thing about these is you're able to link 30 pieces at 120 volt and then 40 pieces at 277 volt, and that's at the 4 foot. So you can get a lot of length out of there without having to do a whole lot of wiring. The actual brackets that ship with the product ship with 4 holes in them. So you can see that right there. The smaller holes are used for mounting. The 2 top ones are for surface mounting, and then you can also use the other ones for surface mounting as well if you want to go to a 45. You know, we used to sell a 45-degree adapter for our current LBI, but this is now included in the box. So if you want to connect these together, one thing you got to kind of keep an ear out for is the actual connection. So there's a little metal bracket on the inside here that actually locks these together that makes them waterproof. And so when you put them together, they actually link, and you hear a little click, and then it's locked in there. It doesn't come out at all. So the only way to actually get it to come out is you got to push it in just a little bit to make sure it's loose. And there's these little buttons on either side. Squeeze them together, pull it out. It comes out really nice and easily. So this is really important to making sure that you get a good waterproof connection on the side as you hear the actual click and link together. And that's true with any accessory that we have here. We'll look at the sensors here in just a second, but all of those do that as well. These cables are available in a 6-inch, a 12-inch, a 24-inch, and a 48-inch. We will look at some other sizes later in the future, but right now those are the ones we stock. And you're able to bend them and angle them whichever way you want. Other ways you actually get power to this item, we have an incoming power cable. This is one that has a plug attached to it, but normally it ships without. So you're going to have a couple different wires on there, the high voltage inputs, as well as the 12-volt auxiliary cable, a 0 to 10 volt lines, and your CCT DIMM, which you can actually control the CCT on this product as well. This is our 3 foot incoming power cable. You see it has the LBI link connector at the end there. So you're able to just plug it right in as soon as you wire it. So how would you use this thing? You actually can connect it right to a junction box. And this is a standard junction box. You can buy it pretty much any store with a watertight fitting that you can also buy at pretty much any store. And this is called a compression fitting, but you actually just jam the cable inside there, tighten it down, it makes it nice and waterproof, and you can see you can make all of your electrical connections on the inside of the box. Again, these are sold separately, the junction box and this thing. Those are, at whatever you're using out in the field, it will work. For that. So if you do find yourself in a situation where you have to use conduit, or conduit is required, we have also come out with a conduit adapter. So it's a small little end cap or end piece that has 3 feet of wire. We also have a 10-foot version, and it's all banded together so you can kind of feed it through conduit, kind of like this. And there's also plastic hard conduit you can use this in for outdoor environments. It works for both. But on the end cap, the end of the fixture, you actually have a 1/2-inch threaded point, so you can see where it actually screws and watertight seals in there. And we have an example of that actually right here, where we hooked up this guy in and actually screwed it on, so you can see the wires are in there, and the conduit just connects right to it. And then once you have your wire run to your junction box, you can put the bracket on the wall and then just snap that together. And now you've got yourself a really nice, easy point to link and connect your LBI 65s. So that's a great way to send power in if you do have the requirement of conduit in that area, but otherwise the incoming power cable works just fine. The other thing is this does ship with an end cap on it. The reason for this is because of how safety certifications work. We don't want somebody wiring this up and then leaving it. This allows you to actually have an electrician put this in beforehand, and then they can paint or do whatever they need, and then when they're ready to actually install the lighting products, they just remove the end cap and you can link. So that's that. The other accessories that we're going to offer for this are some sensors and some like control points. So this is a BLE control point. You can see how it's got both end caps on it of the LBI 65. So you get your input and your output connection options there. And then this one, see it's missing the little PIR node, kind of like this one has the PIR node. That is only a control point. So you can use this with like a switch or some type of a control system that's just being controlled, no sensor or no occupancy detection. Whereas our PIR sensor, that will do daylight harvesting as well as occupancy detection. So this is a great option for outdoor lighting to really make your space more secure. Just finally, we're going to power up one of these bad boys just so you can kind of see how it looks. We've got an incoming power cable here wired. Let me turn it on. And the really cool thing about this, because we include the remote in the box with it, you're able to select from the 6 different color temperatures that we have available for it. So that's 27, 3, 35, 4, and 5, and 5700. You also have some wattage options there you can choose from to match up with your existing fluorescent fixtures, as well as some wattage adjustments to change the light and set it specifically the way that you want, and set custom CCTs. So you can take these CCT buttons and dial in whichever color temperature you like, and then you can also adjust the brightness depending on what level you want to have it actually set at and turn on to. So a lot of flexibility. If you're looking for more information on how to operate these, check out our website, ledllc.com, and you'll have the spec sheet there that'll walk you through anything we didn't cover here.